Alright, welcome to another Livin Freestyle game dev live stream. My name is Kevin. We are working in Unreal, usually. We do this twice a week, Sunday nights and Wednesday mornings right now. It's set up as an AMA Q&A, hop in, ask questions about game dev, Unreal, kind of whatever you can think of. In the absence of any questions, I am kind of just streaming me working my way towards my own working prototype on my personal project. I'm currently fortunate enough to work in game dev professionally. I work at Riot Games in R&D, and as much cool stuff as there is at work, there's a lot of cool stuff I don't get to do, and that is one of the reasons why we do this, because it introduces me to a lot of things that I would never normally touch, which is great. And we definitely stumble through this. Unreal is insanely deep. There is no way that anybody knows all this stuff. So with that said, I'm just going to hop right in. I don't think I saw a whole lot of questions. Let's just double check it to make sure. Yep, looks like we're all clear for questions. So we're gonna hop straight in. Okay, where we left off was we were working on our own kind of prototype, and we were trying to figure out how to set up our power attack to connect it to the cooldown. And so while you all were away or between streams, I went ahead and kind of sorted that out. Let me get rid of this window so I can also see the chat at the same time. See if we get some of our usual fun bots tonight. That'll be fun. All right, so basically what I did is I added so that our power attack is on a cooldown, and you'll see over here on the right, you can see the cooldown timer, and when it's done, I can power attack again. Couple things that we want to do to finish off some of our combo work was I wanted to make it so that our hits were not when we were using the melee weapon, so that some of our hits weren't actually like dependent on where you hit the character. I mean, the sword is a sword. Now, I set up this damage pad also because I was trying to figure out how to get enemies to respawn. Right now, I don't think I'm gonna troubleshoot that right now, because I feel like ultimately that was only going to be for a target dummy situation, and I feel like ultimately what's going to end up happening is the game mode or the encounter is going to take care of how many enemies there are, whether or not it needs to spawn a new one if one of them dies, and so on. The other thing that I think would be great is whenever we kill an enemy, if we do it with style, and there's extra damage left over, I'd love to display the extra damage you're doing, so you still get the feel goods of having actually finished off the enemy and completed your combo successfully. So let's see if we can take a look and see if we can get rid of headshots with our sword. So let's see here. This is gonna be power combo. Take a look at our sword power combo. All right, and when we come in here, we're doing melee hits, preparing the team, we're applying the gameplay effect. Melee sword hit. That's the gameplay cue. This is the gameplay effect that we're applying. What is this? Power combo level 3. Interesting. We'll have to see what's happening with that. Oh, that's kind of where it's coming from. We'll have to set up our own gameplay effect for that. And then we're executing a gameplay cue, and the cue we're executing is this. All right, we'll have to search for it. Weapon.melee.sword hit. What does this do? I can't spell melee. That's part of the problem. Melee. Let's search everywhere. Ooh, we got a lot of those. Okay, so power combo does it. Combo 3 does it. Combo 2 does it. Combo 1 does it. All of our sword combos seem to apply this gameplay cue. What does this gameplay cue actually do? Raw magnitude 1. I wonder if we take this out, if this actually even changes it. Let's double check this. I don't feel like that's being used. Oh, we still have breakpoints in our code base. Okay, so. Alright, so when we do a power hit, I mean, it kind of does a thing. And if we look at ourselves, alright, let's see if anything changes if we take that out. Simple alt click. Let's go again. Oh, wait. I think the sound is different. Yeah, it sounds a little more hollow. Let's bring that back and double check. Sounds like weak sauce. So if we bring this back and we play again, there's a sword tack feel a little bit more beefy. Go back and do that again. Oh yeah. So there's definitely something that's happening. I believe that that is probably a sound thing. Okay, so that's definitely not our damage. This is applying our damage. Gameplay ability widget. It's wild to me. Okay, so take a look at our gameplay keys. Gameplay key. We have teleport, spawning, launch, death, heal, test burst latent, gameplay queue, notify, weapon, melee. I think this might be it. Let's see. Gameplay queue, weapon, melee hit. That's the tag. I believe that's the one. Gameplay queue, weapon, melee. Nope. Sword hit is what we're looking for. That's melee hit. Here we go. Gameplay queue, notify, weapon, melee, sword hit. Take a look at this one. Alright, so this is the one that's being called. And what are we doing in here? We're basically just sending fire. Yeah, this is sending it, basically this is just sending it to the music system. So that's not actually the one that is bringing up our damage numbers. So our damage, let's see if we can find it by doing a search for damage numbers. So this is our Niagara system. It does that, and we'll just do a quick reference viewer on that. And we can show that to you. Damage basic Niagara style is using that. And it has a bunch of stuff in it. Let's recenter this. And this is being used by the Niagara number pop component. Let's see who's using that. Standard components. Okay. Let's edit this. Niagara number pop component Niagara text. It is in C. That is a bummer. It's in C++ under feedback number pop. All right, so let's take a look at this. Lyra, feedback, number pops. Oh, all of this is all in code? Niagara text. All right, here's our number pop component. Not much going on in there. Component Niagara text. Damage hit location. Damage list add interface. Oh, I can see this is gonna be a fun one. Pop style. Interesting. So they're checking to see if it's critical damage. Okay. If we don't have an aggregate component, if we don't already have one, we're going to set the world location. We're going to do some stuff. Well, that's not very exciting. Let's do pop. So this is going to be our basic damage numbers, which we already know. This is a single card. And this is going to be color mode, direct set, if it's crit. So this is where we're changing between red and blue. All right, so the red's happening when we, for example, hit the player's head. So that's happening on crit, basically. Interesting. I have not even looked at the crit system in here yet, so that could be something that's fun to track down. This pop component basically inherits from tech. Oh my goodness. So this basically activates the component and sets the world location. And then it takes the damage list from the array name and it adds it. And then, yeah, this is basically doing it. So I guess the question is, where's the damage coming from that's passed into this? Here, let's do this. Let's put a breakpoint here. Let's see what's coming in. Okay. So our new request is a request that has number display of 50. So we're doing 50 health, basically. The target is the player and the source is a player. This is for a power combo. We have a whole bunch of tags. Okay, so there's a bunch of things in here we can do. Okay, that's fine. So that's 50. I didn't even see it show up, but we're gonna try this a couple times. Local damage is 20. That's fine. And that's gonna give us 100. Oh, interesting. So 100. Okay, so this is the one that we're interested in. What I want to know is I want to know if we get 100 in here or we get however much health she has left. 30. So somewhere the damage is being clamped so that the numbers that pop up don't understand. So who called this? Look at our call stack. Liar exec ad pop up. Where are we? This is our number pop up. Here's a script delegates. Hit events. Handle on attack hit event. Okay. So basically what's happening is, my guess is when we do our damage execution, which is happening in here as well. That's our heal execution, we don't need that. We're gonna get rid of the pop-up generated. Pop style. Gameplay damage execution. Okay, so the damage that we're outputting, damage done, we're clamping to be this multiplier times current health plus the current shield. Why? Why are we clamping the amount of damage done to that? What if we didn't clamp it? So what's gonna happen is, it's just gonna be a really big number. Alright, I wanna unclamp that. I wanna see what happens when we unclamp that, which means we are going to have to recompile. But since nobody's here, I don't have to worry about boring you all to death to recompile. So let's just do this real quick. Okay, we'll comment this out as our original. And then I'm going to get rid of this clamp. Okay, let's go. Hopefully this will be a fast compile. I just finished a bunch of really brutal ARAM games. Didn't win a single one. Rough night. I guess everybody has a night off. All the pros are up playing. That's my excuse. Okay, where are we at? Oh, builds take longer after I added this new ability system in, which I haven't even had time to kind of unpack or look at yet. I was thinking about today, I think what we're going to do is I might start, we're looking, basically I'm looking for concept artists to help out with some of the characters for the starting lineup. And I think once we get those rolling and we've built up a pretty good kind of backlog, I think I'll start reviewing those every so often. I think it'll be a lot of fun for the stream and stuff. Well, while that's going, let's take a look at well, we're not gonna take a look at it. Let's just discuss it a little bit. I was thinking we have quite a long ways to go with this, just in general. We get the melee sword combos working, we get the power combos working, that's great. We're gonna get back into our encounter stuff. Once we do that, then we're going to quickly realize we need to be able to pick up items and keep them between run. I think. No, I just thought of a way to get around that. What we'll do is, what's that ding? Okay, here's what we'll do. We're going to update, and I think we're going to do the game mode is going to take care of this. We're going to update the game mode so that we can set the difficulty while we're playing. That way we can kind of start to figure out whether or not we're going to allow respawns or not. I think that could be a really powerful item you get, something that allows respawns, which would be really cool. So there's that. And then in addition to respawns, just items that you're going to need in order to beat the encounter. And we're going to need to test that. And also, if you're not playing, or let's say you are playing with your friends and one of them DCs, it would be great if the AI could take over that player and, not have them just completely running around doing crazy stuff. And so I think we should make a wingman option where if you were to DC or anything like that, the AI will still play, but not super well, but it'll still kind of play and kind of shadow where you're going until hopefully your teammate comes back online. So those are a couple things that I think we're gonna have coming as we're working towards this. I think once we finish this damage numbers experiment, we're literally we're basically going to be getting right back into our encounter. So to talk about what I was kind of thinking, I was thinking we were going to need to set up our persistence layer. The reason for that is one of the things that's going to be important about this game is the progression. And if you die, you need to be able to go, get your items and abilities and all those things back that you are allowed to carry through towards the next run after your death, as well as what the mechanism looks like for what you're allowed to keep between runs and deaths and things like that. But I was thinking about it, we could cheat that for now, not implement the persistence layer, do that all through debug menus, basically give testers the ability to test out all the different combinations, and then one day in the future start setting up a persistence layer. Alright, I think that's a good plan. That keeps us focused on gameplay right now, which is good. Holy smokes. I don't understand why this new plugin, I installed a couple new plugins, one for the electronic nodes and stuff like that, and they seem to have to compile every time. Like I'm watching this compile, even though nothing in those plugins change. And they take a while to compile too. Alright. We still have not had time to get new music downloaded for this year. I promise we will do that at some point. Yeah. So I think for future streams, what we'll do, knowing that these new plugins and things take this long, I think what we'll do for future streams is we're just not going to run compiles while we're working. It takes too long. Lesson learned. Here we go. Once it gets through that, hopefully it goes a little bit faster. This is just a ability plugin that I wanted to try because it has a kind of a cool visual nonlinear editing thing to it. And I started watching the tutorials, but I haven't had a chance to kind of dig into it and get it going. do it. It'll be interesting to see if this breaks the system as well. We also need to figure out where crit strikes. What denominates a crit strike? I wonder if we can look that up while we're waiting. Let's do Lyra crit. Unreal Engine Lyra crit. Lyra health and damage system. Health and damage system, nah. That might be a good one to watch, but that's a full video. I was hoping for some docs that I could just read through real quick. I know, that sounds crazy. Hoping for docs that I can just read. We'll take a look at that later. Yeah, I don't see anything that pops up just quickly. Oh my gosh, it's still creating a library. Come on. Somebody else hop in and subscribe to the channel. That's cool. Thank you for subscribing. By the way, if you all haven't checked out some of the in an era updates, they're pretty awesome. Pretty cool stuff going on there. My goodness, this is painful. Yeah, we're never doing this again. Let me see if I can find any documentation on why people plug in and compile every time. That's not what I want. Why the Unreal Engine? Move the plugins project forward from, here we go, look at this. So in order to do this, what we can do is if we move the plugins project folder, use plugin build CS file seems to have worked for me. Oh, interesting. So maybe if I update those plugins to use precompiled, that'll work. I'll double check that. That might help out a lot. Oh, painful. Actually, while that's coming up, maybe I can even find that. Plugins. UI extensions. Interesting. I wonder where this plugin got put. External dependencies. Where is this coming from? This is... Oh, this is on the Unreal editor. Was this installed directly to the editor? Engine, plugins. don't see it there either. Let me track that down. It's a module. I'm not entirely sure where this got installed. I'll have to figure it out later. Let's see if we made any further progress here. We made some. Pocket worlds. Sword. What is this? I don't even know what this is. Pocket cap. Antius, how are you doing this Sunday night? I made the mistake of installing new plugins that supposedly or apparently compile every single time, and it is just painful. Never gonna compile during a live stream ever again. Not gonna happen. There we go. Finally. Oh, awesome. Do you primarily consider yourself an environment or a lighter, or what is your personal art thing? Or game dev thing? Are you just general jack of all trades? You know them all. Master of all. Jack of all, master of all? Is that what you're doing over there? Okay, finally. Game's coming back. We got power combos working, which is cool. Regular attack combos too. Oh, that's right. Sound design. One day, when I get into sound, I'll probably ask you some questions. Oh yeah, I love them. Send them over. I'll check them out. You want to send them to, if you want, you can send them to a personal chat maybe. If you don't want to share them yet. That's fine. I love seeing the secrets. Or if you've got them already posted online, you can just send me those links. That's cool too. Oh my goodness, the Twitch interface is so complicated. Okay, fine, back in. Anybody who's watching this stream, I hope you fast forwarded. In hindsight. Okay, oh cool. Posting right in the chat. Look at this. Auntie is sharing live with us, y'all. Copy. Oh, I need to log out of Twitch because I'm gonna get an echo. Holy smokes, that's a lot of trees. Wow, this place is huge. Is this open world? I didn't realize this was open world. Oh my goodness. Oh, that looks good. It's so good. Yeah, all of Rome. Hey, we just made Rome in a day. There's like, yeah, you can't build Rome in a day. And he's like, nope, I can. And all the trees. That's so cool. All right, cool. Thanks for sharing that, Antius. It's always fun to see updates. All right, so let's try this again. So let's first off, let's see if that little stint broke us. Okay, so this is local damage. Continue. All right, hold on. Oh, my controller's not connected. Oh, please don't have crashed. All right, so let's move this back over here. This over there. Go again. And here we go. All right, so we got our left click combo. Left, and attack. All right, so we're not totally broken. Got our power combo with our cooldown on the right. That's cool. Now, we just did 100. 200, okay. So, interesting. I think it's actually working. I think we're no longer clamping our damage output. 20, 40, 80, 20, 40. Wait, what? Oh, I was looking at the wrong health bar. I missed. 20. 100. Alright, so if I do another 100... okay, so... Alright, here's the problem. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna be fine with this. We're not gonna fix this in the stream right now. But basically what's happening is... the damage that we're doing is always the full damage of the attack. The damage that we're showing is always the full damage of the attack, not necessarily the amount of health remaining minus that. So if you look at the pop, here's our Niagara component. I don't remember there being anything in here. Yeah, nothing useful. What I'd really like to know, this is what I'd really like to know, is when the damage comes in, when this request gets made. This request, we're not gonna do this because we've already watched paint dry for too long. When this Niagara text.cpp file gets this new request, and we add this new number pop, this new request is populated by a bunch of stuff. And it would be great if some of it was basically overkill. I wonder if there's anywhere in our blueprints that we have. Add number pop. We'll just do a quick search. This may just be code side. Oh, look at that. We have a, oh, dude, this might work. Okay, cool. Let's check it. Maybe we didn't even need to do that in the first place. Please, somebody shoot me. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Oh, look at this. We totally could have gotten this. Oh, interesting. We're evaluating the weak spot, and if we did hit a weak spot, we're specifying it as critical damage. Okay, so we don't want to do weak spot damage with the sword, with our melee weapons. I think we just want them to do normal damage, and the weak spot stuff is going to be reserved for range. I mean, you know, maybe not, but we'll think about that. We can leave that for now, but at least now we know where this happens. Okay, so with that, we basically have, we kind of have what we need. In the sense that I think we could probably go back into our encounter. We got combos. We got cooldowns. We got guns. Headshots. Okay, we definitely want to make our headshots way better. Like I'd like a headshot on a low level character to they just die. Right? That's part of the point. That's the only way we're gonna make this fair. Okay, so let's do a couple things. Let's see if we can do that. So this is gonna be pistol. Take a look at our pistol, and let's see if we have a gameplay effect for the pistol. Yes, we have a gameplay effect for the pistol damage. If we look at this, I used to play, actually. Auntie's asking if I play Magic the Gathering. I did. I played Magic. When was that? I think that would have been back in the 90s, maybe. There's a bunch of people at work that play, and I tried getting in on a game one time and just got slaughtered and immediately remembered why I don't. Oh, actually, look at this. Actually, this would be awesome level. Usually these are only at work. This is, here, we'll do this. Let's see here. Where is my control here? Here we go. Let's go close up. So this deck is like super old. I don't know why it's on my desk. But however old this deck is, that's the last time I played. So I used to live in some places where you couldn't really go and do a lot of stuff. So we would try stuff like Magic and things like that. So let's see what year this was. This would have been. I don't know if the year's even marked on here. I want to say it was like 92-ish. This was 1995. That doesn't sound right. I don't remember playing this in college. Anyways, yes, I used to play Magic. And there was something about, I think I went through and I looked at them, and I think they're all worth a few dollars. I don't remember them being all that well, but if you know differently, I would happily sell them to fund my game. Is that a thing? That would be great. But they're in great condition. The cards are in great condition. They're just old. Anyways, the whole, like, because you're mana starved or something like that, if any of those things happen, you just basically get slayed, and it's just, I don't know. This wasn't a whole lot of fun. Okay, so back to what we were doing. Let's see here. All right, so we have base damage snapshotted, and here's our magnitude modifier. I don't. 18 is such a weird number. We're not using a curve table. So somewhere along the lines, yeah, you basically, wait, you're eBaying, hold on, let's be clear on this. Yeah, I don't know if I have some money there. Anyways, so you're eBaying old Magic cards to fund your game, or you're just eBaying everything in your house that's not nailed down? Both are awesome. Okay, let's see here. Where were we? Pistol damage. Okay, so we just switched that to 20. So base shot should be 20. And if we switch to a gun, 20, 40, 60, that's 10. So now we're doing 20. Cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. So 40. So somewhere critical damage is getting logged as 40 by a weak spot. So we need to find that. And I think the way we can find that is, let's just look for a weak spot. Because this GameQ notified Layton this is all about the visual. This isn't actually calculating the weak spot stuff. Is it? You know what? We can prove. Let's see. Actually, let's see. Here we go. On execute, we'll put a breakpoint here, and this is again why I do like to work with code, even though I'm not going to torture you with that. I believe it happens in here. So if I'm right, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. Okay, so if we shoot the enemy, where's our, okay, here we go. What should happen is we should see we should see it hit the code, then the blueprint, which is what it did. So code is where this is happening. Now, in the code, it is using targetability system, damage interaction allowed, distance attenuation, amount of the shield. Wait, where was that? Get physical material attenuation. It's gotta be this. All right, let's put a breakpoint here and do a headshot. Test our theory. Okay, so if we hit a headshot, there we go. So when we come in here, our physical material is physics map material player weak spot. All right. Oh, it's got tags on it. This is why we use code. Okay, so the source tags that it has are environment weapon fire, pistol, basic instant weapon fire, la-di-da-di-da. Target tags, there's only 2. Walking. Gameplay tags. Raw view. Yeah, those aren't really super helpful. Physical material. Friction, static friction. Damage. Oh, here we go. Damage. No, that's destructible damage. Restitution. User data. Physical material payload. Here we go. I don't know what's in that payload. We'll have to take a look at that. Physical material attenuation is 1. Because it defaults to 1. But when this gets evaluated, it's going to bump it up to 2. So somehow this physical material, which I no longer can debug C, I want to know what the name of that physical material was again. It was physical material player weak spot. All right, let's take a look at that. No. We don't need this breakpoint. Let's go back, break out, and do weak physical material player weak spot. Cool. We got that. And then, all right. So this is the player weak spot. Friction, static friction, density, raise, mass to power, destructible damage threshold. How in the heck does this work? I've never seen anything like this before. Which is why we do this, because I learn all kinds of new stuff. Somewhere in here. Okay, let's check this out. Let's check this a different way. Physical material, player weak spot. Let's see who's using this. Reference viewer. The physics assets is using this. That's wild. Okay. So the physics asset is using that. How? Physical material. Oh, okay. Hold on, the head? Look at that. Okay, so the head has a physical material player weak spot on it. and walkable slopes, inertia. I'm hoping we can find where the multiplier comes in that makes it 2. Like the physical material distance attenuation is what I'm looking at. Profiles? Nope. Tools? Nope, I don't think that's gonna be what we need. Primitives? No. Advanced we don't use. Okay, so that is the physical material. Spine. Yes, okay, look at this. Okay, so this is how this is working. Oh, this is wild. I would not have guessed this. All right. So basically, we have a physical material for the player that's assigned to all the collisions in all the parts of the character, which is cool. And then on specific areas, for example, in the neck and the head, we've assigned a weak spot one. Now somehow, the difference between the weak spot one and the regular one is a multiplier of 2. So here's the weak spot one, and here's the regular one. As we toggle back and forth between these two, we get the weak spot. There is no value that's changing them. Okay. So, physical material attenuation. What does this do? Let's find all of these. I wonder if we can see friction. I'm not even sure where a physical material would get attenuation from. Friction, static friction, restitution. But clearly, it's not set here. I don't see it anywhere. Oh. Hold on. Virtual float. Get physical material attenuation. That's on the melee. Wait. That's on melee weapon instance. Ranged weapon instance. Look at this. It gets the combined multiplier, gets the tags. For each of the tags it goes through, and it says, interesting. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put a breakpoint here. I want to see if it's actually coming in there and using that. Get a gun. One headshot. It is. So combined multiplier is 1. Physical material is the player weak spot. Okay. For gameplay tag in material tags. Material tag is weak spot. If material tag find material damage multiplier dot find material tag. This is what we need to find. Here we go. This is it. We just need to find what this is. Okay. So I think we found it. And unfortunately, I think it's in code. And the reason I say unfortunately is because that just means that every time you want to change this, Oh, you have to recompile. But you know what? Maybe not. Let's just see. Let's remove this breakpoint. Now we know how it's working. It's basically using the tag as a lookup table. Let's see if we can find it anywhere in on our side here. Nowhere. It doesn't exist. Okay. So oh, you know what? Is it just using the index of the tag? No way. No way. Okay, let's test this. Let's test this. Let's find weak spot. Weak spot. All right, damage taken. As tag. Weak spot. Okay, so this physics material player, physics material weak spot, has this gameplay zone weak spot. Okay, so let's do this. Let's browse this and let's make a new one of these. We're just gonna duplicate this, and rather than weak spot, we're gonna call this, let's call this headshot. Okay, and then what we're going to do in headshot is we are going to edit this. Here's a zone, weak spot. I want to add one called headshot. All right, and let's get rid of weak spot. We're just going to use headshot, and then on our mannequin, on the head, we're going to change this to headshot. I want to see if that changes our number. If this is just index based, that's gonna blow my mind. Wait a minute. 40. Okay, that's 40. What was it before? Was it 20 before? No, okay, that didn't do it. It's the same. Still 40. Okay, so it's not that. The heck? Material damage multiplier. Go to definition. T. Oh, it's on the weapon config. Why isn't that coming up in the searches then? Pistol, weapon, config. Oh no, that's the category. And this is on the weapon instance. Pistol, weapon, instance. Here we go. Alright. Element. Game. Look at this. Weak spot is a double. Alright, so this isn't. Okay, this is cool. This is great because we can actually edit this, which is awesome. So if we change this and when we add in our headshot, let's do a headshot in here. That's great because then we can edit this with an engine without having to go back and recompile everything. Okay, so we got our headshot. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put our damage on a headshot. Let's just go crazy. Let's go to 100. So this is gonna be our multiple. So now, when we shoot a character in the head, this should give us our headshot. Or not. Oh, no. There's hope. Okay, so let's save this. I forgot that I had changed that back. So let's go back to our mannequin. We'll check out our pistol. We'll go back to our mannequin physics asset, and we'll change this back to headshot. Oh, I'm excited. We're actually gonna accomplish something tonight. This is gonna be cool. Every now and then that happens. Okay, here we go. 2. This dude should insta-die. What? What? No! Okay, we're definitely using that. Pistols, rifles, shotguns, and swords. I want to know what's coming into this code. Where were we in here? Let's see what multiplier we get now. Seems like that's not working. I wonder if it's because we have both tags in there. Yeah, look at that. It's getting, for some reason, it's getting 2 still. Alright, let's change that. Let's go back here. I got too excited. I thought we were gonna get something done. Now, maybe not. Let's get rid of this weak spot and see if it will find headshot. Wow, it's not even doing anything. What? Why is it looking? Get physical material attenuation. I know. Live damage execution. Physical materials, source tags and source tags. Ability source. And the source tag. Target tag. Physical material. Super weird. For some reason it's like okay. So the physical material. Whoa. It's saying it's weak spot. But it's not weak spot. Hold on. Let's try something here. I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm wondering if our neck is blocking. So let's go back in here and all of the ones that have, so neck 2, let's change this to headshot, and neck 1 also headshot. See if it's that simple. It's still weak spot. Ow! Is that weak spot? Well, this isn't gonna work. still using this? What? Where are you still using this? Player. Player. Headshot. 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 These are all players. Hands are players. Clavicle. Okay. Is it because I didn't save it? Is that all it did? I can't imagine. Still getting a weak spot. How in the world? E-weapon instance pistol. Is the ability source. There must be something I'm missing here. Distance damage, fall off, headshot. These are the mod pod. That's the equipped anim set, spread and spread debugging. None of these should have anything to do with me. Compile and save. Reference. This is still showing that this mannequin is using this. There's gotta be something I'm missing on the mannequin. Oh, look at this. Oh gosh, I missed something. It was hidden. So we're gonna change this to headshot. We're gonna change neck to headshot. And we'll change neck one to headshot. So these should all be headshots. Alright. Dare I be so bold as to say we got it? Let's see. Oh. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, that's pretty cool. We did something tonight. Oh my goodness, that was painful. Whew. Okay, so let's see here. So that's working based on that. If we go back though, and we go to, I don't know what changed in here. Oh, we changed that to 20. That's fine. We're gonna have to balance our weapon output. We now have headshots, which is cool. We now have this as well. I think that means if I sword swipe somebody through the head, they will also instant die. I guess it's hard to hit her through the head. Very hard. I mean, I guess I could cover the whole body and feel like the sword needs to be a lot strong. Alright, well, I guess that's okay. Okay, cool. So, we got headshots. That's pretty cool, actually. We get the physics material there. We get the weapon instance headshot. I do have a question. What if it finds 2? If... Oh, it doubles. Look at this. It doubles. So, for example... Oh, no, it would only double if it had both material tags on it. So, what I mean by that is this. If we add back in our weak spot... Okay. And we put that as 2 times. Our 950 would be, actually it's 1,000, and 1,000 would be doubled would be 2,000, right? Well, we're not getting that. The reason we're not getting that is because we don't have that. We don't have that tag on the here. Because our physics material override, we can only have 1 of these at a time. It's basically what's happening. So that's why we're not getting a double-double. Ooh, hold on. So we can technically get rid of the weak spot. It's interesting though, because, oh, no, but what we can do, oh wow, this is cool. Actually, this is kind of cool. So we have headshots. Now, where would you pick a weak spot? If you hit this character right in center mass, I feel like you should do more damage, right? So if that's true, what we can do is we can change our physics override to be weak spot for this spot. Let's do that. So if we save that now, if we shoot the characters in their chest, we should be doing double damage. So it should be 40 when we hit their chest. Yeah, 40. And then a leg or an arm or... Oh, this is kind of cool, actually. Okay. So, and then we have our headshots. Now, I don't know why that was 0 to 0. There's got to be a limit to the size. Now, here's the thing. If that's the case... Oh, I didn't like that. Okay. I was thinking that we might be able to hit this dude in the chest, but we're not. And the reason... Interesting. Did we take out the weak spot stuff on the sword? Key weapon instance pistol. This is the weak spot head stuff, shot stuff. If we look at the weapon instance sword, weapon instance, sword. No, we didn't take out the weak spot. It's still there. I guess it's just hard to hit. I guess it's just hard to hit because the first thing it hits is maybe the head. Let's see. Overhead attack. Yep, that was it. He did that. Okay, we'd have to print out what it's actually hitting here. because I guess I'm not hitting the head, which is okay. $50 damage, that means I did 100. Oh, there we go. That got it. So somehow I hit crit on that. I'm not sure I entirely understand. I'm doing 10x damage for a headshot on this character now. Let's just, for now, now that we know how this works, this is cool. I'm glad we know how this works now. We can change this back to weak spots, and we can go 5x with a sword if you happen to hit it. We're gonna have to make that way more intuitive for players, because good players are gonna want to be able to capitalize on that and build around it, I would think. Okay, so at this point, we got headshots working, we got our combo working. I think we're good to go. I think the next spot is, what we could do is we could put in a spawn point here, and just for kicks, just to see what happens, we can spawn 2 characters on team 0. They should join my team. When they do that, let's see what they do. Oh, but they're set to dummy right now. So let's do this. Let's set these to sentry. Oh, you know what? I think I just thought of a good way to do this. We'll just set this to none for now, and they should just do whatever they're gonna do. Which means they're probably gonna go. Oh, it looks like they're defending, but they see some enemies. Wait, are they actually on my team? Oh yeah, because I must be the squad lead. That's actually kind of fun to watch. Okay, that guy died, and now he's gone, and now what are they gonna do? Okay, that's pretty cool. So this is what I'm thinking. We're out of time tonight because I do need to still get up early tomorrow, but we're actually not that far from being able, you know what, let's just do this for fun. Let's just do this. Let's load our other map. First, let's save all. I know, I'm supposed to be going to sleep, but we're finally making progress. Okay, that's gonna be combat. It's combat, right? Yeah, let's go to the combat gym. And then what we're going to do is we are going to add a spawn point here. And this spawn point is going to spawn 2 people on my team. And they're not going to be set to defend, we're just going to set to none right now. And let's see. Alright, here we go. Let's go. See. Oh. That didn't take very long. This might be easier with 3 players. Oh, but I didn't set up my, what you call it? Control, gamepad. Wow, it's a long time between enemies on this. Did we mess up our... Oh, there they are. They only had swords. Man, they are... Wait, did I just die? Oh my goodness, I just got killed. I just got smoked. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see if we can get... Without crashing, hopefully. Okay, so we got our gamepad in. Let's take a look at that first spawn point. And it's spawning 1. And I think we're spawning 3 per. 2, 3, 5 per. Let's try this. Let's try 5. Since there's 3 of us now. We'll go 5. And we'll play. Grab our gamepad. Alright. And I'm gonna switch the gun. Nice. Okay. Alright, let's go, guys. Reloading. Okay. So for encounter fields, this is too far between. And are my buddies coming with me at all? No, they're not. Yeah, they're not coming with me. So here's what we're gonna do. Actually, I think I can, now that I have headshots, I think I can probably take all the bad guys by myself. So a couple things we're gonna fix in the next session as I get ready to wrap this up and hopefully don't get too lost actually playing my game, which is kind of fun. Okay, gotta go. Oh, I got smoked. Okay. So, I gotta work on my headshots. So let's bring this to a close for tonight. So you know what? We actually got something done. That was kind of cool. We figured out how the whole tagging of weak spots and headshots and stuff like that works, and a few other things, which is cool. So I think what we're gonna do in the next stream is 2 things. One, we're gonna set up our friendly AI. We're gonna create a wingman mode where they will use the players, or the average of whoever the players are, as kind of like where they're gonna hang out. So we'll see if that doesn't have them respond a little bit better. They'll work a little bit like our sentries do, but the objective is gonna be moving and it's gonna be the player. So I figure we'll do that, and then that will put us in a position where we can run, basically you're gonna be able to play this game with 1 to 3 people. And so that will put us in a position where they will run the gauntlet with me, which will hopefully help give me a better idea of balancing. And the other thing that we'll do, if we have enough time, depending on how long the wingman thing takes, is we can set up the ability to have the game mode dynamically change the difficulty. So we can kind of fine tune this as we start building out items and abilities and things like that, so that we can customize how strong the player is, etc., and test those things out. So Antius, it was awesome seeing you again tonight. I'll check out your PM. And thanks for sharing those pictures of Rome. It's so crazy. Good luck with your sprint the next week or 2. I don't know where you are in your current sprint. And I'm happy that I'm not doing sprints, because I do sprints every day at work. And kind of like I said when we first set up this channel, we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna wing it. So anybody else who's hanging out in the wings and stuff like that, thanks for hopping in. As always, if you have questions, feel free to hop in the next Q&A. We're gonna have that Wednesday morning at 8, or throw those in the comments and we can try to answer those questions in the next Q&A. Sweet. I hope everybody has a good start to your week. If you happen to be in the US, hopefully you have a good day off tomorrow. All right, take it easy, everybody.